Welcome back, guys. Sorry I didn't get to record the part where I assembled the engine. I did all this other. I assembled the head. I did the manifold. I had to tap the oil pan, do the feed line, all of that stuff. Sorry I didn't get to that. It's just been a on and off kind of thing. We've been hopping around back and forth. So. But so far, what I've gotten done is welded the V-band to the turbo, and then I welded the pipe, since I'm gonna be running a 4-inch. I'm gonna be running a 4-inch exhaust out the hood, and then this one's gonna be on the opposite side of the hood. So I'm gonna have two holes on each side. A lot of people don't like doing that. They always say that they're not fans of the hood exit, but I mean, shit, it's my build. It's my build, and I'm a fan of it. Ever since my brother did it on his, he had a white EK hatch. He was the first one to actually do it, and I liked it. Except he did it really professional. Like, he took it to a guy, I think it's Trail Performance or someone like that in Salem or Portland, I think. He took it there, and they did the hood exit really nice, like professionally. It looked nice. That's probably one of the only cars that got a nice freaking hood exit. All the rest of them we've just been doing like, they're just a straight circle. The one he got was actually a teardrop, like really nice, like both the dump tube and the exhaust. So it looked really nice. And with this one, I'm gonna be doing a hood exit. As you can see, my nephew, he has the bumper exit on this side. My brother on his EM1, the blue one, he had the hood exit on this, or the exhaust exit on this side. And it's not that I want to be different, it's just I've always wanted to do a hood exit this way and the wastegate this way, make it look like it has two little horns. It looked pretty sick. That's just my thought, but if I don't like it, I'll just change the hood and change the plan. But yeah, this one, it's already got put together. Like I said on my previous videos, this isn't anything fancy. It's just rods, pistons, and a head with dual valve springs. It's got the stock retainers and skunk 2 intake manifold. You can find it on eBay, VMS fuel rail. I have the blocks injectors. They're 1000s. Let me see if I can get it on this side. Yeah, right there. They're 1000 cc. They're blocks injectors. And eBay turbo, $120 for the turbo. This manifold, it was from one of our buddies. I bought it off him. Wastegate is a VMR or MVR. Supposedly it's like a tile replica. And yeah, I even reused the head gasket. It's a reused head gasket, just spray painted head gasket, used piston rings, new rod bearings, new main bearings. And I don't know any history on the rings. I'm just going off by what the guy told me. The guy told me they were only used for like 1,000 miles. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, right now I got to take off the engine harness, and I have to solder the pigtails in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I still have to do the intercooler. I'm running a Rev 9 intercooler. It's gonna be a big intercooler, but That's all I got. So I'll make it work with that one. I got this U charge pipings. We got more over here. Yeah, we'll see how. I've never welded aluminum. I've tried once and I didn't succeed. My brother Hector and Vincent, they're the ones that are always welding aluminum. I've done stainless, not stainless steel. I've done MIG welding, and I've tried TIG welding stainless steel, and I've always had a bad experience with it. So I leave the TIG welding to them. But since they're not here today, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try to weld my. At least if I can't do a full bead around them, at least I'll try and tack weld them. At least just have it prepped, prefabbed. I'm usually the guy that fabricates the pie cuts and all the other stuff here. But since they're not here, I'll probably just fabricate it, tack it if I can, and we'll see if when they get back or they get here, see if he can make a full bead around the charge pipe. So yeah, that's that, guys. All right, guys, so since I don't have a bumper support, I've been looking for one and I haven't been able to find one. We only had one, but we gave it to this customer of that silver coupe that we were doing. That's the bumper support we put on his car that we had extra. And now I stayed with no bumper. I was counting on another bumper we had, or another bumper support we had, but it's not the same. So yeah, my plan here to mount the intercooler is I fabricated these right now. As you can see, I cut both sides. This side is gonna go towards the weld, so I can cover the whole weld. See how snug and tight it is? It gives me access to do it like that. And then once they're both mounted, like so, once they're both on it, this is gonna be mounted right here. And these eventually will be welded. I already kind of grinded it down, so these are eventually going to be welded here, which should give me the proper height I need for the intercooler. And yeah, this is my way of doing it. Some people might think it's ghetto. Some people might tell me, oh, just put the bumper support. Yes, I can do that, but like I said, this is a budget kind of build, so I'm not trying to spend too much money. And if I replace the bumper support, I'm still going to weaken it because I have to cut it to make this fit inside it. So it's give or take. If I can do it properly, I could put the whole bumper support, but then I'd have to change intercooler, and that means spending money on buying another one that's a little bit smaller, so it could fit under. So it could fit under the bumper support and bolt it on top of the thing. But I'm working with what I have, so trying to keep it within a budget. It is for all you guys out there who are trying to turbo something in a budget. And me, the benefit of me is that we have the welders, we have the cutter, we have all sorts of stuff. So that's the benefit that I have. Other than that, everything else is just, hey, look who showed up. So yeah, anything else, it's all hands on. You guys can do it. It's good work. So yeah. All right, well, the brackets are welded. That's where they're going. I welded them all around. So this one fits snug. Like that. And the screws, or the bolts actually, Go in. And there it is. Ain't going nowhere. My cousin was here earlier and made him cut the lip off the bumper inside and the bottom, that flap that's on the bottom. Where's it at? He already tossed it away. Yeah, that flap that's on the bottom, it was hitting on the bottom, right on the brackets that I customized. So now, here's the fitment. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to record in. That's where it's gonna sit. I didn't center it as I thought I did because I was focusing on lifting it up at the same time as marking it on the bottom. So when I marked it, kind of just eyeballed it from the bottom. But it's all good as long as it works. So this lip, it's gonna give me a good help because you can see the bottom of it, but with the lip you can't see it, so that's good. There's some progress, boys. Now to my only downfall. The only downfall that I actually have is I'm gonna be running a stock clutch. That's the only thing that's gonna ruin probably this build. But like I said, it's a budget build. Later down the road, I'll probably upgrade clutch. But for now, I'm gonna be running a stock clutch. Stay tuned on what clutch I'm gonna run later down the road. But yeah. All right, guys. So we're back in the shop. I had to leave home early yesterday due to a severe headache I had, and the farthest I've got was putting the engine in with my brother. My cousin was here helping too. We got the engine in. I showed you guys yesterday the intercooler's already mounted. It's nice and tight. I was gonna be doing the charge piping. Well, I was trying to TIG weld them together, just tack them, that way my brother could show up and do a full weld, but he got started on it yesterday too. We got this one in. This one's gonna get welded onto the turbo right here. Perfect angle, and then we're just gonna work around it. I did the soldering. I soldered my pigtails in for the injector, so the engine harness is gonna go in today. Yeah, and so far everything's going smooth. I just went yesterday. I went and I got this at the. Zoom in a little bit. I went down to Baxter's and I got me the AN fittings because I had some here, but I didn't have the ones I needed, the proper ones I needed. My brother, he gave me an idea since my oil filter line was already broken. They had it all Mickey Moused and Jimmy rigged here, so my brother's gonna convert it into AN fitting. We're gonna go ahead and put this on here, and then from there, this one's gonna bolt. It's gonna screw right into this one, and like so. This is gonna be my filter now. This one goes here, and then I got this banjo that's gonna go onto this one right here, and this banjo is gonna go onto the fuel rail right here. All in all, just in this here, it was about, with this fitting, these fittings, of the fuel rail. This one we already had here. This is one of the one I had. I had this one. So just this and these, looking around like 40 bucks. So it's actually not that bad. And yeah, it's gonna clean it up a whole lot better than what it was right there. So yeah, that's that.